Amici di Metal in Italy, siamo qui al Demo Deck Club di Bari e siamo qui stasera in compagnia degli Insomnium. Qua c'è il cantante e bassista Niilo. Niilo, it's a pleasure for us to do this interview.
Thank you.
Okay. First of all, I know that it's your first time here in south of Italy. Is that true?
Yes, that's true. We played in Rome, I think twice, but not southern than that in Italy.
What do you feel? What do you think about playing in the really south of Italy?
Well, it's the first time. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how much there is audience. But I have a good feeling that it will be very good. Yeah.
Okay. Did you have the time to sightseeing the area, or?
Well, close here, it seems that there's not much to see really.
I mean Bari, the city.
No, we didn't get the chance to go to the city. Should have taken a taxi or something to actually see the city. It's a shame. We only see the venue, and
maybe the next time.
Hopefully the next time, yeah.
So let's talk about the band. Let's talk about your last album. We know that the album is a concept album based on a book that you write. Really?
Yeah, it's based on a short story that I wrote about 10 years ago for this one competition.
So it's a concept.
Yeah. So the story won this competition and got some other prizes as well in Finland. And then when we had this idea that Insomnium would like to try to make one really long song, then I remember this old story that I had written and thought that it would fit this kind of very long song. It needs bigger story than normal songs, so we decided to combine these two things. I think we wanted to make it a bit like to have this 90s black metal, death metal sound in it, the kind of bands we listened when we were starting the band and when we grew up to like this kind of music. So there's maybe a little bit of Emperor or Dissection, that kind of 90s black metal stuff there. There's some doom metal stuff. There's some progressive parts there. So I would say it's much more than just melodic death metal. There's all kind of elements there. And the keyboards, they're really in big part. Alexi Munter has done keyboards again for this. He used to play in Swallow the Sun and has done keyboards for our past 4 or 5 albums already. So he's kind of fifth member of Insomnium already, even though he's not touring with us. But all kind of influences. Edge of Sanity, of course, where we got the idea from the Crimson album. 90s stuff, yeah. It's a kind of tribute to the stuff that we love, that we really liked when we started the band. So that's why it's really cool that we got Dan Swanner to mix and master the album. Yeah.
So what about this tour? I mean, I saw, I think yesterday on your Facebook page that you made 2 or 3 sold out.
It was sold out in Hungary. Yeah, and it's been a very good tour, like very good shows everywhere. And Athens, it was really packed 2 days ago. Bulgaria, Romania, very big crowds. It's been much better than what we thought before, because we haven't toured that much in the east side. This part of Europe or the south of Italy. We've never been here before, so we really didn't know what to expect. Some of the pre-sales were not very good, but then on the last day people still showed up and there was a good amount of people, and it's been a good tour. Well, it's a bit different than maybe 10 years ago. I think it was kind of the height of Finnish metal. It was very popular. the same time, Lordi won the Eurovision Song Contest. So it was kind of like everybody in Finland was like, oh, okay, heavy metal. But when it comes to stuff like black metal, death metal, what we are doing, I think it's been about the same all the time. Metal is not that mainstream at the moment in Finland, but there are new bands coming. Metal festivals are doing really well. So Tuska, it's doing very well. Also Nummirokki, and then there are smaller festivals all around Finland. I think they're doing very well. There hasn't really been that many new bands who would have made it quite big, but I think there's a lot of bands, and let's see which bands rise to the international level next time. But I think the metal scene is doing well in Finland at the moment. Yeah.
Good wealth.
Yeah, I would say it's doing well, and I'm not worried about how the metal is doing. It's not mainstream music. It's not meant to be. It's supposed to be a bit different, alternative to all the mainstream stuff.
And now let's talk about Italy. We are an Italian webzine, and the 80% of our stuff is about the Italian bands. And sometimes we do an interview like this with the band from abroad. Do you know any Italian bands?
Well, Flesh God Apocalypse, we toured with them, the very nice guys and a girl. We would like to tour with them more. They're like good friends of us. They do great stuff, very original, unique sound, and so what can I say? They are awesome band.
The plans for the future of the band, new records, tour.
So we do this tour, and then United States and Canada in May, June, and then we have only a couple of festivals because we want to make it a more easy summer now, and then we kind of take a small break from touring and really concentrate on making the new
plans for the new album.
Yes,
there is
something. There is something already. I think a couple of songs I think sound very good already. Only demos, but I think they're going to be very good songs, and so I'm positive it's going to be a good album. And if all goes well, it comes out next year. So I hope so. Yeah.
Thank you for the news.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your time, and I will give you the microphone if you want to say hello to Metal in Italy fans and the Italian fans.
Grazie. Well, thank you very much, Italian fans, for supporting Insomnium for many years already, and I'm pretty sure these 3 shows will go on. They will be great shows, and we will return soon again. Italia.
Thank you so much.